So I'm doing both Instagram and YouTube. There's a delay on YouTube, so I can't be looking at the screen. It'll throw me off. Happy Thursday, everyone. I just wanted to give you guys some game. So whatever area in your life I can be of service to you, please put the questions in the chat. I'm on both Instagram and YouTube Live. I'm guessing for a better experience, I will go over to YouTube Live, but whatever's convenient for you. First and foremost, I want to shout out my We Are Gods group coaching clients. Matter of fact, the We Are Gods family is 1,000% a family. I want to thank every last one of you guys for trusting me to guide you through your weight loss journey. I will not let you down. I just wanted to start this live with that. Shout out to everybody popping in now. We got Becca. I appreciate you following me for years. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Who do we got on YouTube? We got John McHughes, Malcolm, Jose 577, Emmanuel Oga. I appreciate you guys checking in. So if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. I have no particular agenda. I would just love to serve you guys in some way this evening. So I'm trying to look back and forth between both Instagram and YouTube. So if I look weird, jumping back and forth, you know why. All right, so talk to me. Hello, Brix. I sent over a DM last night. Can you please read it? I'm not trying to let you need some help. I got you, John and Mac. As soon as I get off live, I'm going to be returning all of, I'm behind on DMs right now. So trust me, I will get back to you. I appreciate you nudging me on that. Really, really appreciate it. How long would you recommend cutting your carbs for weight loss? You don't need to cut carbs. Listen, y'all, carbs are not the enemy. Carbs have been villainized, vilified, however you say that word, and it's just unfair. When I cut out carbs, I turn into an absolute lunatic. I don't want that for you. You don't need to cut them out. But you do need to learn your carb tolerance, and you also need to learn that there's a thing called the glycemic index. Not all carbs are created equal. They have carbs that your body and your insulin responds to in a different way, right? White carbs versus brown, or like sweet potatoes versus white potatoes. And it's not to say white potatoes are bad. It's just it affects your insulin on in a different way. So anyway, not to get all sciencey, but carbs, you don't need to cut out carbs. You may need to reduce them a little bit. You may want to focus on eating a higher protein diet, but you don't need to cut out carbs to lose weight at all. Big Vic, he did one of my challenges last year, lost my weight, but I gained back twice what I lost. Big Vic, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. I'm about to do another challenge. I also have this group coaching thing going. I would love for you to be a part of it. That's one of those cycles that I feel like is almost necessary to experience before it clicks, and you have to make all of the mistakes. Not necessarily. That's why I think I'm an advocate for hiring coaches. You don't have to make the mistakes. You learn a lot more when you make them, but you don't have to. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary pain, right? So if you can get the support, anyway, hit me in the DM. I'm thinking about doing another 21-day challenge. My 21-day challenges have always been really successful. I really appreciate how people come together during these challenges, and the community kind of forms, and everyone, cheers everyone on. It's a cool vibe. So I'm probably going to be doing another 21-day challenge as well. All right, everybody's trying to get right before the summer. Right now is the time to lock in. Let's say, what is it? You got about 8 weeks, 9 weeks until summertime. Probably a little bit more than that. But that's enough time to get it done. It's enough time to get it done. So my advice to everyone who is really trying to see some significant changes to their body before the summer is to hire a coach. Listen, and I'm not telling you, you don't necessarily have to hire me. That's my advice, whether I'm a coach or not. And be very clear with you guys. Because if you have a system of accountability in place, if you have someone that is guiding you around all of the roadblocks, right? Guiding you around the mistakes that usually set you back, you're essentially paying someone to skip steps almost, right? Because you don't have to make a lot of the same mistakes. So you're paying someone to leverage their wisdom in order to expedite your process, making your weight loss process a lot more efficient. And accountability is absolutely necessary. It's so hard to do this on your own. I like to say it's like breaking a spell, right? You're trying to improve your relationship with food. You're trying to understand your emotions and how those relates to your eating habits. You're trying to form a new habit of exercise. It's a lot. So having support, having accountability, having a community is so important, guys. It's so important. I want to get as many people involved in this program as possible because the program works. Plain and simple. I feel like I'm doing you guys a disservice any minute that I'm not talking about this program. Truly, this is the program that I wish I had in the beginning of my journey. It would have made all of the difference. I didn't have a community. I did not have accountability initially I had a coach in the beginning, but once I stopped working with him, it was this roller coaster. I would binge. I would diet so aggressively, go super hard, right? And then I would hit the wall, and then I would binge for like 2-3 weeks at a time, and I was on this vicious cycle. And it wasn't until I hired another coach that I really got my physique where I wanted it to be. So my advice, get involved in some sort of community, get support. Get support. If you want me to help you, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Also, I'll put it in the chat on YouTube. This is the link to my group coaching program. WeAreGodsWellness.com. 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 I'm on my iPad. I should be able to pin it on Instagram. All right, I'm going to answer some of you guys' questions. Give me a second. One second, y'all. Pin it. Okay, boom. Done. All right, so let me see what's going on in the chat on YouTube. Since we don't have much action on IG, let me focus on YouTube. All right. Let me pin this. Can I pin it? Yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm searching for questions in the chat on YouTube. Let me see what's going on. Here we go. What's going on? All right, here we go. Here's a question. Hey, Brix, I'm losing weight for gynecomastia surgery. Any advice on things should do alongside fat loss? I don't really understand the question, bro. Any advice on things I should do alongside fat loss? I mean, to lose fat, let's just speak in general. I think we overthink this, right? I get asked these questions all the time, like how do I lose fat? At the end of the day, if the goal is fat loss, it's 1000% about creating a calorie deficit. That's it. Like, it comes down to creating a calorie deficit, and that can be done in several ways. You can exercise more, right? Lift weights, do more cardio, do more walking, just more activity, or you can eat less, right? How you create your deficit is up to you. You have to do a calculation, figure out how many calories you should be eating to maintain your weight, and then you want to eat 300 to 400 calories less than that every day. However you do it, you just want to focus on eating high protein, small calorie deficit, activity, lift weights, right? This helps, this helps turn your body into a fat burning machine. The more muscle you have, the more thermogenic your body is, the more body heat your body requires, right? The more heat your body requires, which costs energy, and energy is just calories. So that just means that your body's going to be burning more calories because it requires it to carry the muscle, right? Is a way to put it. So that's it. Weight loss is easy. It's really not as difficult as the internet makes it seem at times. It just takes discipline, it takes consistency, it takes some tracking of your calorie intake. What gets measured gets managed. It's pretty simple. Is it easy? No. I just said it was easy. I meant to say it was simple. That's really what I meant to say. It's simple. It's pretty simple, but we're not patient enough. What's your thoughts on doing OMAD for cheat meals? I used to do that. I actually think that's a great idea, to do one meal. If you're gonna do your, I don't like calling them cheat meals, but yeah, if you're gonna do your cheat meal, just make that the only meal you eat that day. It's a very effective way to minimize the damage that these cheat meals can do. How do I get enough protein if I'm supposed to get a high amount, say 220 grams? So, I'm trying, because I'm just trying not to, I don't want to sound like an asshole, right? But really, if you got to get 220 grams, you just Google high protein sources of food. You get a list, right? For me, it's Greek yogurt, egg whites, eggs, meat, and fish. And I just make sure I schedule. I know I gotta eat a certain amount of eggs in the morning. I know by lunch I gotta eat this. I gotta eat 6-7 ounces of chicken breast. For dinner, I gotta make sure I get 5 ounces of ground turkey, a protein bar, a protein shake, which I typically try to minimize that stuff, but sometimes you need to do it. And that's it. You just gotta plan. That's all of this comes down to planning. You have to plan your meals. You have to plan your workout programs. You have to plan which habits you are going to build, and you have to create systems around this stuff. Include external accountability, include, some sort of electronic support, right? Whether that's alarms. You just have to build a system around this. Hire a coach, become a part of a community, right? Have a schedule that you stick to, and prioritize the consistency. That's it. Get support. Don't try to do it by yourself. I think I've been talking on this away. Has the volume been okay on YouTube? Let me know in the chat. Because the mic was way over there. Unless it's not even hooked up. Hold on, let me see. Oh, no. This mic is not. I can switch to it, though. Oh, no. At this point, I might as well just stay off. All right, bottom. How do you come up with journaling prompts? I use ChatGPT. Babe! Oh, I'm sorry. Can you start making the food? Yeah, I know. Just like start heating it up. I'm about to get off soon. Yeah, ChatGPT has been. Yo, listen, ChatGPT has changed my life. No cap. No cap. Okay, good. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know. Anyway, so yeah, let me look for another question here. Discipline is hard as fuck. That's the point, man. Here's the thing, yo. There is, as a man, let me talk to y'all like man to man. I know there's probably some women. We got 65 people watching. There's probably some women watching, but this is for my dudes. Let me tell you something. There's no thing in life that bears more gifts as a man than developing discipline. I mean that. Listen, it transforms your entire world. Your levels of peace, your levels of confidence, your levels of health, your finances, everything falls in line when you become disciplined. Yes, it's hard, but that's what makes you elite when you're disciplined. Is because we live in a world that is addicted to mediocrity. Everybody is okay with being mediocre. And you have to divorce mediocrity. That's just a fact. You want the best of the best that life has to offer, you gotta earn that shit. And you earn it by doing hard things. Pause. You feel me? Like it's just what it takes. It's just what it takes. You can't avoid it. Anything you do to try to avoid it, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Put your head down, do what it takes. You're gonna earn more respect from yourself. You're gonna earn more respect from your family. You're gonna earn more respect from your partner, right? But it starts with yourself. It starts with keeping a promise to yourself. You'll be surprised how it transforms your entire world. Your entire world. Commit yourself to developing daily disciplines. Every man needs to have a strict set of daily disciplines, things that he does every day to sharpen him mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Every man. If you want to earn the respect and the trust of your family, become disciplined. If you want to walk into a room and own it, become disciplined. If you want to separate yourself from the pack, become disciplined. It'll change everything. It'll change everything. But it's hard. Yeah, of course. Of course it's hard. What's the point of, listen, think about what your life would be if you only did things that were easy. Like, just really think about that. Eating sugar is easy, right? It's easier to eat sugar than it is to get 220 grams of protein a day, right? But if you only did what was it? It's easy not to read. It's easy not to make the additional sales call at the end of the day. It's easy to stay home and watch Netflix all day. It's easy not to work out. Imagine if you only did what was easy. What would your life look like? Like, really think about that. What would your life look like? You'd be a mess. You'd be a mess. So listen, if you can train your mind to look at things that are challenging as opportunity, you won't even recognize yourself in 2 to 3 months after adopting that mindset. You won't even recognize yourself. Everything in your life will change. Everything in your life will change. Commit to developing daily disciplines. Every single day I wake up, I meditate, I do yoga, I do cold exposure. And it's just become a part of me. It's a part of me. And it's fundamentally what my identity, my confidence, everything is built on my discipline. My entire identity is built on discipline. And that puts you in a different category, humbly, respectfully. Like, it puts you in a different category. And life responds to you differently when you show up in that energy. I'm telling y'all. Life responds to you differently. Shout out to my man Big Rod. Listen, let me pin his comment. He's a part of my group coaching program. Listen, we've been having some, dare I say, magical moments, like some really dope calls. Like, I do Zoom calls with my group, 2 Zoom calls every single week. And listen, I interviewed somebody from the group today, because I've been slowly trying to get feedback from the people in my group coaching program, just so I can find ways to improve the experience. And I asked him, what his experience has been like. He said the experience feels like a cousin to therapy, right? Basically and shout out to my man Akil. He said, yeah, it's almost like it feels healing. And I'm like, wow, bro. It touched me because that was the vision. I wanted to create this space, this family where we are able to just like really talk real shit and understand what everyone is struggling with, and we can all come together and gang up on all of our issues and like support each other through this process. Like, we're trying to break a spell. Weight loss is like trying to break a spell. And when you lock arms with people who are all trying to achieve the same thing, and it's support and like true, that's the best. That's what I think is missing in so many people's weight loss journey. They don't have support. They don't have support. It's hard to do this shit by yourself. It's extremely hard. Y'all need to get with me. This program it's legit. It works. And I asked, man, listen, and I interviewed my man Akil, who was a part of the program. I asked him, I'm like, yo, what has been your biggest win, right? Or something like that. And he's like, man, this self-discovery. Like, he's learning about himself, and that was what I wanted. Because the thing is, if you want to lose weight, if you want to change anything about your life, and I was telling this to my fiance today, like, there's something healing about self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is extremely healing, because it's like you get to peek behind the curtain, right, and see what's really happening on the inside, right? What's the operational. Listen, y'all, get your self-awareness in check. Develop disciplines. Hold on, y'all. There's a lot going on in these chats. And you just joined? Okay. Let's go. Let me check. Let me get you right. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm excited about that. Definitely a respected supporter of mine. I bought her book. I still got it here at the crib. I think you just wrote a new one. Didn't you write another book? Put a link to your book in the chat. Can you click on links in the chat? I don't think you could. Come join the program, Range. I appreciate those kind words. But invest in yourselves, guys. Invest in yourselves. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. There's no better place you can spend money than into your health and you becoming a better version of yourself. You can't spend money any better than that. And I am committed to this thing. Like this program is probably a little more than a fourth of my entire life, right? It's this program, my kids, my fiance, and other. Truly, it's a fourth of my life. Straight up. I'm giving my heart, my soul, my everything to you guys. In any way I can support you, I'm here. Everybody who's been a part of this program, they know what I'm saying is real. It is a family. And I'm so excited about it. Like, I swear I wish I had this program when, in the beginning of my journey. Shout out to my boy Jesse. Jesse, he's a part of the program too. The family is here. What's good? What's good? All right, I'm about to pop off. I appreciate you guys. I'll speak to you again soon.